Alright, this group of families, which we talked about in the first FMIS video, if you haven't seen it, look up Finshaggy FMIS Episode 1. This family, they run a group of organizations, and they are the leaders, members, and creators of these organizations. The creator meaning hundreds of years ago, possibly even thousands for some of the things in them. But there are certain symbols to look for, and I've seen them everywhere. You've probably seen them and haven't even recognized that you've noticed them. I'll put pictures at the end of the video, and it'll be like I wish I could. Alright, I'll put pictures at the end of the video, and I'm going to explain what they are right now. Alright, upside down stars. Sometimes it's on like their tail light, on the red like tail light of their car, or just a bumper sticker, a flag in front of a building, maybe a symbol on their building. There's upside down stars, though they use them. You've probably seen them and not even realized. Like, they're on buildings, they're on flags. Like, I'm going to try to find a picture that I've got of Telluride. In Telluride, Colorado, if you go to the Ace Hardware store and look at the second story of that Ace Hardware store, there's a flag with 4 different organizations on it. And it's got an upside down star, it's got a crown, it's got all kinds of crazy shit. And, another thing to look for, a compass, which is not the kind of compass that you're used to, not a navigational compass. It's actually like a building masonry compass. It's like that, and then at the bottom it's like a curve. So it's like a triangle, but instead of a flat thing, it's a curve at the bottom, and the curve has measurements on it. There'll be a picture at the end of this video. But there's a curved thing at the bottom, and in the middle there'll be a G. Just like in the middle of the triangle, like right there'll be like a G. And that's another symbol to look for. There's one probably in your town. They're in most towns, all over Denver, all over Colorado, Texas, Florida. If you live in the Keys, even the Keys in Marathon, Florida, the Library of Marathon, Florida has a Freemason symbol. When I was there, I saw it. Telluride, Colorado, right there. And that Mason symbol is the Freemason symbol. But what it is these families like teaching each other things, and like letting each other be the owners of companies and stuff, and like but okay, more symbols to look for. Around your license plate's this, and then like on the top and bottom it'll say to be one, ask one, and sometimes it'll just be like to be one, ask one, but sometimes it's actually spelled out. And but also you'll see a bumper sticker that says to be one, ask one, or maybe, I don't know if they have shirts or anything, to be one, ask one, but to be one, ask one, that's what it says. And rings, they have rings, and they'll have their symbols on them. Look for these symbols on rings, and that identifies members. Ace Hardware store. For some reason, in Portales, New Mexico, Telluride, Colorado, in Big Pine Key, but those were the Knights of Columbus, or no, not Knights of Columbus, the Rotary Club, or no, the Lions, the big Lions. They were out in Big Pine, and they were next to the Ace Hardware store. The Telluride, Colorado, it's on top of an Ace Hardware store. Portales, New Mexico, 2 blocks, if not, no, the building behind it is an Ace Hardware store. I gotta think of other ones that I know exactly, but Ace Hardware is always around. It's always around. Just look for bumper stickers with shit. Look on churches, libraries, town halls. They actually have temples. Sometimes it's just a little temple. It'll look like a meeting hall, but it's called a temple or a lodge. And it'll have this symbol on the building. It'll say what it is. It'll say lodge number blank blank blank, and Sometimes it'll actually look like a courthouse. Like it'll have like columns, and it'll be like do you know how justice is spelt wrong because it's supposed to be like Greek? Like they'll have like that type of writing, like the fraternity writing and stuff, like the Greek alphabet. They have temples and stuff for this shit, and like they're everywhere. In old churches, if your city, if it's a courthouse or a church that your city has in the middle of its town square, it's probably got Freemason symbols on it. Uh, all right. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. I'll look up pictures now and look it up yourself to see any more symbols. But yeah, check those out. That's these families, that Obama's family and everything, Washington, Bush, and everybody. Oh, that's their family. They got chosen to be president because they're part of these organizations.